I looked this morning at the Wall Street Journal, not necessarily the most liberal paper that we have, and it said that the Democrats' plan would increase top corporate tax rates to 26% from 21%, impose a 3% percentage point surtax on people making more than $5 million a year, and raise capital gains taxes. All of those things are being done to make those in the upper classes pay their fair share. And we're doing that because our Republican colleagues are unwilling to do it. They're afraid to do it, just as they're afraid of so many in their base who make them do things that I know privately they don't believe in. Republicans are completely, inconveniently ignoring all of the investment in this bill that is being done by us doing that. I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I thank this caucus and so many of us for working to achieve President Biden's and congressional Democrats' vision to build back better, to build America back better, and those hardworking middle-class individuals in America who need that help, who want to be supported, who are not looking for handouts or programs to keep them down, but looking for a helping hand, a tax credit, so that they can achieve the American dream. The legislation before us today contains economic development initiatives that we all have been long championed to create good-paying jobs, lowering costs, cutting taxes for American families. This bill also contains specific measures for much-needed economic recovery from my home, the U.S. Virgin Islands, for the territories, for tribes, for low-income communities, for rural areas, areas that have been left behind in so many ways when the Republicans enacted their bill in 2017. We are extending the changes made to the Earned Income Tax Credit in the American Rescue Plan. We're increasing the value of Earned Income Tax Credit for workers with no qualifying dependents, and we do that on a permanent basis here. In addition, we've provided the look-back provision in the Consolidated Appropriation Act of December 2020. That is now added as a permanent feature. This important part of the Earned Income Tax Credit is premised on the idea that if taxpayers' earned income was less in a given year than it was in the prior year, the taxpayer may elect to use their prior year's earned income in computing their Earned Income Tax Credit. That is, this is a one-year look-back, which will provide stability to taxpayers who have experienced income shocks in any given year, such as if they lost their jobs during hard times. We provide support for corporations to take earnings and take their debt over time. Democrats are trying to do that for the American people. Additionally, as all have talked about, we are expanding so much in expansion and enhancement of the child tax credit, which will pull 3.6 million low-income children out of poverty, stabilizing millions of families' access to necessary like housing and food. We're establishing Neighborhood Homes Investment Act tax credit to support neighborhood stabilization and pathways to home ownership that I know so much of my colleagues, particularly Dwight Evans, who is always looking out for middle-class homeowners by encouraging rehabilitation of affordable homes in low-income communities so that those communities can remain and look like what they always did, with those individuals being homeowners, by putting sales price caps, requirements of income for ownership, anti-flipping policies. We have environmental justice research credits. We have an enhanced ITC of up to 20% for solar facilities, affordable, renewable electricity to underserved communities as well. We are looking out for the American people every day, and particularly in this bill. We will get this done because we are concerned about the American people. I'm grateful for the support of this committee to ensure that the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, can compete in the Caribbean basin against those other islands who have China recklessly investing in them. We'll be able to keep our hospitality, our tourism in place, and will also be able to support knowledge-based businesses coming and reversing the drain brain that plagues us so much. Thank you so much to the committee.
Thank the
for all of them,
gentlelady.
and I yield back.